Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Talk with an Angel. I'm your host, Angel McGinnis. On today's show, we are pleased to have as our guest Executive Director of the Penn Hills YMCA, Thomas Wallace. Let's give Thomas a hand as we welcome him to the show. Welcome to Talk with an Angel, Thomas.
Thank you, Angel.
Now, can you give us a brief history of the YMCA?
I sure can. So founded in 1844, the Y is a leading organization in youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. In the U.S., the Y is comprised of the YMCA USA, which is a national resource. It's also, we have over 2,700 YMCAs with 20,000 full-time staff. There are also over 600,000 volunteers in 10,000 different communities. That's the Y itself.
Mm-hmm.
The YMCA of Greater Pittsburgh was founded March 16, 1854, and it is a 501c3 charitable organization which is committed to closing the achievement gap, eliminating health disparities, and providing aid to financially struggling families in the Greater Pittsburgh region. Our Y serves over 80,000 folks and provides over $1.1 million in subsidy annually.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Now, what is the mission and the vision of the Y?
Yes. So our mission is to put Christian principles into practice through programs that build a healthy spirit, mind, and body for all. At the Y, strengthening community is our cause. We believe that positive, lasting personal and social change can only happen when we come together and invest in our kids, our health, and our neighbors.
Those are the essential things. Now, can you share your journey on how you became the Executive Director for the Penn Hills Y?
I sure can. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back
go
before
ahead.
the YMCA just
Take
a
it
little
back
bit.
as far as you want.
Okay. So, graduating college, I knew there was one thing that I wanted to do career-wise, and that was to give back to the community. I thought that was through teaching. And my first 2 years of teaching, I learned very quickly that that wasn't my calling.
So, difficult.
Yes. So I then went to my grandfather, who did some volunteer work for a YMCA, and I was expressing to him that I was having this challenging time with teaching and really finding a passion for teaching. And I also we were taking care of a young child, my son, my oldest son, and we were looking for child care and so forth. And my grandfather had mentioned to me, under the Y, you can coach, you can teach, and you also have child care all under one roof. So it probably makes sense to look for a job at the YMCA. So I started looking for the Y, and the Homewood YMCA was doing a new construction. And long story short, I applied there because I had an athletic training background as well as teaching, and I applied there as their Healthy Living Director. I was hired as the Healthy Living Director and started there. I worked at the Homewood Brushton YMCA for 7.5 years. And through that time, I had received different promotions, and I ultimately landed at the Operations Director for the Homewood Brushton YMCA. I was hired by a woman by the name of Olivia Jones, who has passed away, bless her soul, a woman that was all about community. So in the Homewood Brushton YMCA, they're very much focused on community programming and social responsibility. That's a heavily social responsibility focus for that branch in particular. So I fell in love with the work that the Y did because I learned that it wasn't only a gym and swim, but it was actually out in the community making an impact through different programs that they were delivering. And then I received a phone call, and someone told me I needed to look at a job that was open up in the North Hills in the Wexford area in Franklin Park. Completely different demographic than Homewood.
Just out of town.
So I went there as the associate executive director of the Barrow Family YMCA, and there was one thing that I learned and that stuck with me is the wise work is the wise work, and no matter where you go, there are people that need help. And that just deepened my love for the work that I was doing, because they were heavily membership focused, but I learned how to work with volunteers, and I learned what it meant to be able to mobilize and make a broader impact through other folks, and not being in that direct service. So after 3 years there, the position for executive director opened up at Penn Hills. And Penn Hills is my love. All of my family's from Penn Hills. I'm born and raised in Wilkinsburg, but homeowner in Penn Hills now. So one, I was able to cut down the drive.
Yeah,
it was a 45-minute drive. Yes, it was a 45-minute drive to Franklin Park. But so I eliminated the drive, but more so, I was working in my community and my neighborhood and being able to give back through our social responsibility. And Penn Hills is a perfect blend. We have a nice sized membership base, but we also are able to get out in the community and make an impact within the community as well.
Good journey.
Thank you.
Now tell us what Living Our Cause is and its goals.
Yes. So Living Our Cause, the Y has made a promise to strengthen community through youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. Fulfilling that promise begins with our staff and volunteers at all leadership levels. Understanding that promise at those levels, let me back up a little bit. The work of Living Our Cause serves as a reminder and a celebration of how we live for the common good to make lives better for individuals, families, and communities. I guess that's better stated. And regardless, and regardless of age, income, background, belief, we are one Y for all in serving everyone.
Okay.
So.
Now, what type of programming does the Y have for the Penn Hills community at large, and also what about teenagers?
Yes. So the YMCA programming, oftentimes I hear the Y is seen as a gym and swim, which we are. So we provide your typical your basketball programs, your t-ball, and swimming lessons. We do that. But what folks, I don't often hear folks talk about is our focus in social responsibility and how we get out in the community. So while we offer your traditional sports programs and swim programs, weightlifting, personal training, those types of things, we also offer programs such as our Hope for All program, which is a program where folks can come and receive services such as free tax preparation. They also can receive services, they sign up for Dollar Energy, which is a utility assistance program.
Okay, see? Didn't even know that. I actually didn't even know that. Now, what about for teenagers?
Teenagers, so all of the typical programs that I just named.
Sports and everything like that.
But there are also programs, so we partner with agencies as well.
Okay.
And so we have a partnership with UPMC. We provide Manhood 2.0 program, which is a program that focuses on helping young men develop healthy relationships and how to handle what healthy relationships look like.
Okay.
All different aspects of life. We also partner with Hammond's Initiative to provide a mentoring program for all teens. And there's one, and his program is the Pipeline to Purpose.
Okay.
And then we have the Y-Lead program, which is a program where we help you find employment within the YMCA, which is a partnership with the school district.
Oh, yeah. Learn something new every day. Now, what is BASE? So
BASE is an acronym for our before and after school enrichment program.
Okay.
That's BASE. And this is for parents who need a safe place, a safe and engaging place for their kids to learn during out of school time.
Okay.
We have 2 locations, one at the YMCA and one at the elementary school, where we serve 100+ kids per day. Okay.
Is it just the local elementary school around here, or is it just all the like wherever there's a local Y?
So most, in our instance, it is at the Penn Hills Elementary School.
Okay.
But we do have other YMCA locations. So the Penn Hills YMCA is part of the Greater Pittsburgh Association. And at those different YMCA locations, they either partner with the other school districts or churches.
Okay.
And they provide after-school care.
Okay.
For those that are in that need.
Okay. Thank you for elaborating. And can you tell us what Healthy Kids Day is all about?
So Healthy Kids Day was held on April 21st.
Okay.
And it is a WISE national initiative to improve the health and well-being for kids.
Okay.
And I do have my notes I'm going to because I don't want to miss anything. So
Okay.
It's a day-long event. And it had during that event, there were activities such as exercise classes, police and fire safety demonstrations, aquatic activities, sports, games, healthy eating, cooking tips, arts and crafts.
Oh, wow.
and more to motivate and teach families.
So it's
a pretty large initiative. And the reason being is that we know when kids are out of school, they often face hurdles that prevent them from reaching their full potential.
Okay.
They're twice as likely to become obese. So we want to make sure that we get them moving throughout their summer and out of school times.
That's good to know. Now, when we come back, we will ask Thomas how the community can help Penn Hills YMCA reach its goals. We'll be right back after these important messages.
Join Angel and her partners. When you partner with Angel, you are among a special group of people who stand alongside her to see more lives of young people change through her informative shows. Your monthly support will enable Angel to reach youth all around the world. You can become an Angel partner today by making a monthly pledge of $25 or more, and you will receive our Angel Pack that includes a backpack, mug, and t-shirt. Just go to our website and donate today. And thank you in advance for becoming an Angel partner. American Idols, chasing the American dream. Have you found what you're looking for? A lot of things in life seem important. Job, success, money. We call them American Idols because they promise fulfillment but leave us empty. That's why more and more people are realizing that success in their spiritual lives is essential. From it flows success to all other areas of life. And at New Vision Community Church, we're about helping you get more out of life. Join us this Sunday at 11 a.m. You might find what you're looking for. Ladies, it's time for a girls' outing. Grab your girls and get ready for an afternoon of fun. Life can be so hectic. It's important that we take some me time. Join the women of New Vision for their first ever comedy lunch. Gather all the girls in your life, friends, moms, daughters, sisters, aunties, and grandmas for shopping, good food, good music, and plenty of laughs with Christian comedian Miss Claire Reese. Come prepared to shop and support local women-owned businesses. Hope to see you there.
Welcome back to Talk with an Angel. I'm your host, Angel McGinnis, and our special guest today is Thomas Wallace, Executive Director of the Penn Hills YMCA. And we had a little bit of technical issues, so I'm going to kind of go back to a couple of questions I had asked Thomas. What is BASE?
So BASE is an acronym for Before and After School Enrichment Program. This is a program for parents who need a safe and engaging place for their children during out of school time. The Penn Hills YMCA has two before and after school locations, one which is at the YMCA itself, and the other is at the Penn Hills Elementary School. At these locations, we serve 100 plus children, and that's to help them reach their fullest potential in a welcoming, supportive environment.
And can you also tell us what Healthy Kids Day is?
Yes. So Healthy Kids Day was held on April 21st. It's the WISE national initiative to improve the health and well-being of kids and families during out-of-school time. The day-long event included activities such as exercise classes, police and fire demonstrations, aquatic activities, sports, games, healthy eating and cooking tips, arts and crafts, and more, and other things to motivate families to develop healthy routines at home. And that being because we know when kids are out of school, they often face hurdles to prevent them from reaching their full potential.
Yeah.
Research shows that without out-of-school learning activities, kids fall behind academically, and they're twice as fast to gain weight over the summer break.
Because you're just sitting around being lazy.
Yes.
I know that from my school days. Now, here's a loaded question here. We'll tackle one at a time, but
Okay.
the three questions are, how can someone participate in the programs you offer? Is it pay as you go, or is it membership fee? And what if they're on a fixed or limited income, can they still join? So we'll start with the first one.
So I think I can answer all those in pretty much a sentence or two.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm thinking it was loaded.
So the YMCA is a membership-based organization. However, we do not make anyone sign a contract, and we provide financial assistance to anyone who needs it.
Oh, yeah, you did. There you go. Now, what do you say to someone who says, there are other facilities that I can join with $5 down, $10 a month? Why should I join the Y?
Yes, I absolutely love that question because I get it a lot, seeing that there are other facilities within the area. And what I tell folks is just come pay us a visit. As a matter of fact, anyone that's listening to this or watching this show, their first visit is on me. They get a free guest pass. Yeah. they get a free.
I remember that. I played the video.
They get a free guest pass on me, and that is because I am confident that they will learn that the Y is so much more. So they will see what it feels like to actually have with the member relationships that are built and the staff-to-member relationships that are built when they come to the Y. They're able to see what it feels like to walk into a facility in the morning, any time of day, have a staff member recognize you by name, ask you what you've done to progress to your goals, that you've gotten to your goals, ask you how family's doing, and actually engage you. In addition, it's also, we look at the convenience factor. So a lot of those said $5, $10 clubs don't provide childcare. And even if they do provide childcare, for the sake of convenience, how cool is it when you're working out, your kid can be involved in the activity that's keeping them just as healthy, whether it's a sports program, swimming, or what have you. So we're a lot different than some of those other clubs.
Okay. Just so you know, we're going to go name drop.
Absolutely.
Like Thomas sent me.
Absolutely. I have a wonderful person there, Luke, and Luke is like the tailor of membership. He can help you out with it.
Like Luke?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what if a person travels a lot? Can they use their membership at other YMCA facilities?
They sure can.
Okay.
So through our membership reciprocity program, which is a nationwide program, your membership is recognized at any other participating YMCA that you go to. There are some YMCA's who do not participate in that program, but it's a very small amount.
Okay. Now, what is the difference between YMCA's versus YWCA's?
So I do know that a common mistake that the perception, a common perception is that the YMCA and YWCA is one organization. It isn't. It's two separate entities. Oh. And while I do know that the YMCA is doing wonderful work within the communities, very impactful work, but I can't speak for the YWCA.
Oh, okay. I won't push you. Now, is there a difference between day camps and summer camps?
There absolutely is. So the YMCA of Greater Pittsburgh has both summer camps and day camps.
Okay.
The summer camps, which provide a safe place, learning environment, and healthy activities during the day where kids are there to have fun and make new friends. That's your your summer day camp. Now, the summer residence camps are, we have 3 different locations within the Greater Pittsburgh Association, and that's where kids and adults, families, can go stay overnight and experience a lot of those same activities and developing character and making friends and participating in fun activities overnight or over a weekend.
Oh, okay. Now, tell us about the Syndicates of Camp program.
Yes, that's one of my favorite programs. I'm actually a country boy trapped in a city, in a city upbringing. So I love the outdoors. I love fishing and those types of activities. So I wish I knew this program when I was young and
In the
youth.
city?
Yes, in the city. But it's a program where folks can donate to help children that typically wouldn't have an experience up at one of the residence camps go spend a weekend at the camp. And they go up there and experience those activities, such as fishing and camping, staying in a cabin.
Yeah.
It's a great experience to get
I
them
needed that
outside
as
of
a
the
kid.
city.
I'm like, I needed that as a kid. Now, what volunteer and/or job opportunities are there for the young people?
So there are, I spoke earlier about the Y-Lead program. That's a program in which we partner with the school to identify youth who can come and work in our areas of customer service, maintenance, summer camp. There are those types of opportunities available. Also, Healthy Living, we have what's called a floor coach. So there are some, depending on what department, there are some age limitations, but those opportunities are there.
And are they paid like a little stipend or? Like
They're
a
actually
normal
paid
wage?
as a regular staff person.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, young people. Now, what is the military outreach program?
Yes. So we know that deployment can be stressful and uncertain on our nation's servicemen
And their
and families. Yes. So in partnership with the Armed Forces YMCA and the Department of Defense, the Y is proud to offer membership and respite care, child care, to the families. And they're eligible, the families are eligible through, there's a certain criteria that they have to meet, but they come to the Y and they apply. And it's our way of giving back to those who dedicate their lives and themselves to serving the country.
That's great. Now, tell us about Togetherhood.
Yes. Together.
You got excited about that.
Yeah, that's another one because we're just starting that program, and it's one that really excites me because it's all about community. So Togetherhood is a volunteer-led initiative where the YMCA identifies service projects within the community, and partnering with agencies, churches, to identify those in need, whether it's a senior who needs help preparing the yard for the spring and summer, or it's a church that needs repainted, a room repainted. The YMCA organizes volunteers and then dispatches them to that service location.
That is a good one.
Yeah, that's being hit up by Teresa Gungaware, who's one of our board members. So she's the lead person for that initiative, and we're just getting started. So I'm excited to launch that program.
Okay, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Now, can you tell us about some of the goals that you have set for the Penn Hills location?
Absolutely. So our overall mission for the Penn Hills location is to create lifelong relationships through unrivaled service and quality results. And without taking you through our whole list of SMART goals and breaking those down, that's done by understanding the service gaps within the community and where we can play our role, and hiring and engaging staff who have a genuine interest in helping the well-being of our community. Through that, by doing so, we believe that we're able to position ourselves to fill community need. So that's kind of an overarching goal, and important. One of the goals that we always keep in the forefront is our annual campaign goal. So annually, we set a goal of a dollar amount to be raised.
Okay.
This year is $55,000, and we raise that money to go directly back into the community. So none of that money raised goes to overhead costs such as salaries or anything. It goes directly back to subsidy that we can provide for programs. And just a quick example of that and how that's applied is so my son, I have 3 sons, but my youngest son was playing flag football, and I was there watching the game. And typically, when I went to those games, I would have on my baseball cap or hoodie or something, so I wouldn't get pulled into work, and I could just enjoy watching my son play flag football. But I noticed that there was a young child running up and down the sideline, and come to find out, his brother was playing, but he was cheering. He was doing the touchdown signs and everything, and looked really excited about football. So I asked the mother, why isn't he on the field? And she explained to me, well, his favorite sport is actually basketball and not football. The son that's playing on the field, his favorite sport is football. So they couldn't afford for them to play both sports. So then my hat comes off, the hood comes off. I'm in work mode now.
Yeah, of course. You see a need.
Yeah, I asked her to come into the building with me, and I expressed to her that we raise funds for those types of situations. So we were able, at the end of the day, to take some of the money raised, apply it to their scholarship, and allow both children to play both sports.
That's good. That's a really good story. Now, does the Y accept monetary donations? And if so, can someone make a donation online?
Absolutely. So
we definitely take the donations.
That donation, come down here right now.
You come down, it's like, I'll be done at 11:30.
Yeah. So online, those donations could be made at ymcapgh.org /give. /give. Okay. It is. And you can designate on there. You can designate where you want your funds to go to, location, or if there's a certain area of need.
Okay. And we'll have all the information.
Excellent.
So it's okay. Now, can I specify which YMCA location I want to donate to? Well, you kind of just said that.
Yeah, no problem. You absolutely can. Yeah, Penn Hills is always the designation.
You're like, if you want to say, you're like,
no matter where you're from, Penn Hills.
Like, just donate to the Penn Hills one. Yeah. Don't matter which one you're at. Now, how can the Penn Hills community at large help you succeed?
Yes, so the good news is, right away, right now, as I mentioned earlier, come visit us. Learn more about what we do, what we offer. Ask questions. Get a first-hand experience of what it's like to be inside our walls of the YMCA and talking with our staff. And then go out and be an advocate for what we do offer and the services that are provided to those that may need them.
Okay. Now, are there any upcoming events or initiatives that you would like to share with our audience?
There certainly is. So I'm going to highlight again our annual campaign.
That's our next one. We'll go ahead and talk about that.
So, yeah, we're raising funds currently for annual campaign, and all of those donations are directed back to the community. I myself know very well what it's like to grow up and not be able to participate in everything being offered in the community because your family just can't. Don't have the money, the means to help to allow you to do so. So I'm very excited when it comes to raising those funds to go back to our community. Also, summer camp is coming up shortly, so come and get your kids registered for summer camp.
Okay. Now, what final words would you like to leave us with today? I know the annual campaign.
Yes. Annual campaign.
We got that covered.
Yes. So, very simple. Come visit us, and I'm sure you'll find your extended family.
Okay. And we're going to name drop.
Yes.
So let's thank Thomas for carving out some time from his busy schedule to talk about the great organization with a long history of supporting families in our community in Penn Hills YMCA.
Thank you.
Now you can check out my Facebook page for a listing of where to get help. And if you would like to be a part of our live studio audience, join us next month on Saturday, June 2nd at 11 a.m. for our live broadcast. You can always go to my church website for more information on this show or see the replay on our YouTube channel. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that fun stuff. And this has been Talk with an Angel with yours truly, Angel McGinnis. And I'll see you next time.